Hey, Wagwan. Welcome to Artwork by Dutch. I'm Dutch. I am the ADHD artist, and today we're going to do another mail call from last year's and this year's Kickstarters that I've just been letting sit in my shelves. Gonna get that taken care of today. So I grabbed one. It looks like I only have one more left, and it's not gonna be a surprise. It's Steve Rude. So next week will be Steve Rude. We'll see what we did for that one. I can't remember which one I backed. So that's gonna be rather interesting to see. I keep thinking I'm looking down, so you guys gotta let me know. Am I looking at the camera? Am I looking at the down at the screen or something? I probably have it set the wrong height. Let's reduce myself. Now I'm probably looking really ridiculous like a dwarf. um, but hey, that's what we do here. We have fun. We have make mistakes, learning. So right now, I have one from my buddy Cole Music from Demergent Creative, and we're going to take a look at that in just a moment. We'll switch over to the camera and open it up. And what can I say about being ADHD this week? Having a hard time really focusing, and I know that's a problem that we all have. Excuse me. I see it again. So focusing. So what I'm trying to do nowadays is write down what I need to do and check it off once it's done. That way, I get that hit of dopamine that we all need and require. And by checking it off, it helps me at least say I've got it done, I got it started. Now, the follow up, that's the next part, is to have that as the checklist. So if I have 10 items that I'm going to do, if number one is doing a portrait drawing, that's the first one. Number five will probably be finished portrait drawing. So, I have to see it step by step. Taking the other ones, it's a reminder. And then if I don't get it done today, it gets added on to tomorrow's to-do list and probably becomes number one in that list or number, 4 or 3 or whatever. So it moves up and I try to take care of it and then slide it over again the next, and so on until I finally get to it, getting it done. Um, Having to pressure myself to get that doesn't make sense because I'm beating myself up. It's up to me to, understand that, yeah, as an ADHD person, if I'm playing a video game for an hour, but now it's 2 hours later, that I needed that. It's the competitive side of me, probably focusing on not losing or whatever. But eventually, I will get frustrated that playing that game, not because I should be doing something else, but because the game is not going the way I want to, and I have to just quit it. And that then gives me that out saying, okay, I'm done, finish this game, let's go do something else. Let's redirect that energy towards this image and to tackle the process. Right now, I'm doing a portrait of Romana from Doctor Who. I don't usually do pencil traditional drawings in a certain style. Usually, I will do a drawing, pencil it, and then color it with alcohol markers, Copics or Ohuhu markers. This that I've started to transition to. I've just started with Ohuhu, so I bought their skin tone color markers, and I'm learning how to use them. I'm trying to pair which ones go with which. Because usually we build from light to dark, doing the opposite of what I do when I color digitally, which is put dark and then color with the screen brush or go from dark to light. Um, so trying with the um, burners or whatever these things, little paper strips are called. I forgot what this is called, a stipple or something, and Q-tips. So I'm trying techniques. I'm trying something new as well. So it's making me uncomfortable, out of my comfort zone, but that's what I want to do. I want to push myself out of the comfort zone so I learn what am I doing right, what am I doing wrong, what am I experimenting with, so that way I can try. So as an artist, creative type, that's what you want to do. You want to give it a shot. Again, it also depends too on your esteem. self-esteem. If you have low self-esteem, you might find that frustrating and want to give up and not touch it for 6 months. But it's a learning process. You've got to come back and say, don't be disappointed at yourself because you're trying something new. You have to remember that you have to press on. Press on, keep going, and understand it's not you. You're doing something that you probably aren't having instruction on, or something else that you like to be shown. Because we can learn things by reading. We can also learn from somebody showing us, but in this case, we're doing something where it's unusual. So like this is shading with pencil, and I do have the varying degrees of hardness types. I just remember now that I'm doing this, I'm like, oh, I should have actually probably grabbed that instead of that HB pencil, grabbed a different type and used it instead to have a nicer gradation. So, but it's a learning experience. We're gonna try, but today this is MailCall, so I'm gonna switch over and see you in just a moment. All right, switched over to the alternate cam. So this is that drawing I was telling you about. I was doing a Romana, and I decided to go back in and I need eraser and erase away some of that and try a different approach. I have some other drawings I've done of Rico and Lady Death by Brian Polito. And here we go. The unboxing. Redirect my mic over here. All right, nicely packaged. Ooh, another sticker. You know what? It's fine with repurposed. I do the same. Not when I'm things, but dropping. All right. So we've got Emergent Creative, my buddy Cole, who I met in Tucson Comic Con many years ago, and then also at Phoenix. See him all the time, and done a couple commissions for him. So this is the Flesh Nest, written and directed by Kate Owen and Cole music, art by Breed. I was going to say Bread, B-R-E-D, but I didn't think about that. Breed. There we go. Let's take a look at this artwork. Nicely secured. Like that. It's got that movie poster creative look to it, especially the R rating at the bottom. It's got the grindhouse effect I like. To me, it seemed like that. Again, I won't show everything because you can get this when he's next Kickstarter or at a convention. We'll flip through. So this is from last year. Oh wow, really dark. I like it. Black and white. Oh, I like this one. The artwork's very naturalistic. She's creepy. So we're gonna flip through because again, I don't want to show everything. You guys just want to see, get a convention, but yeah, I like to support indie creators as much as possible. As should you, because right now, with everything going on, DC, Marvel, indie is where it's at. A lot of creative-owned work. That way, you're helping the creators out, and won't have these issues with, we're seeing with creative ownership, and then just getting a little blurb at the end of a movie, and they get $5,000 or $2,000, whatever, for their contribution to creating that character. So I do applaud. I do like to support indie creators as much as possible. I'm hoping to get back into doing that again this year. Um, there's a few I'm looking at, and really looking to back. And if I don't back you on a Kickstarter and it does become successful, it does get funded, and I see it at a convention, I will usually pick up the book because, um, that's what I'm doing as well, and I want to support you. I want to support that effort and allow you to have your creative freedom, and that's basically it. That's the reason why I do it. So oftentimes I hear people, saying, wish I could do that. And again, as the ADHD artist, I just say, do it. Just press on and get it done. And it's very important as a creative person just to create something and get it completed. So that's the daily mail call for this week. Again, next week, the last one I have, and I thought I had more, but when I was cleaning up my bookshelf, trying to rearrange, there were actually ones that I, from previous Kickstarters, opened up already and done years before. So I was incorrect. So I only have one more left, and after that, I plan to do some more live streams here. Definitely, probably gonna do more recorded with tutorials on how to draw the Riley method, how I learned to refine it, um, how I learned it from somebody else, and then what I do to speed up my process. Method, then Loomis, because you have steps with the Loomis. Drawing the circle, the ball, cutting the ball, and the half of it off to the side plane. Then putting the crosshair. It's just the setup. Whereas for me now, it's pretty I just do a quick model, punch through a bit. So I hope to do some of those. Some more flatting tutorials as usual. It seems to be the popular one right now. On how to get faster flatting. Probably I'll do a course and add it onto my Patreon. So, if you can and have the ability to, for a cup of coffee a month, for $4, please support me on my Patreon. If not, visit me and support me on my website at artworkbydutch.com, where I have a lot of my artwork going up. I will have some of these original pieces going up as well. So stay tuned, so you have an opportunity to buy them. But yeah, thank you again, guys, for checking me out. And again, this is my buddy Cole Music with Demiurgent Creative, and I don't know if he's got another Kickstarter. I will go on the Kickstarter site and check it out. If he does, I will post it in the description. So please remember to like this video and subscribe and comment. Take care, and I'll talk to you guys later. Ciao.